there. Whoa, no! Oh, no! That's it. He crashed.
Sometimes heroes come from the most unexpected places. A barber rushes from his chair to help an officer in trouble. A homeless man steps in to stop an escalating attack, and even inmates choose to protect rather than harm. From high-speed chases to life-saving rescues, these real-life moments prove that bravery knows no bounds. When danger strikes, ordinary people rise to the challenge. Stick around until the end. You won't want to miss these incredible stories of courage and quick thinking. Each moment is more unbelievable than the last. Barbershop Batman. On a regular afternoon in Warrington, Cheshire, Kyle Whiting, known locally as the Barbershop Batman, was giving a fresh haircut when something unexpected happened. Right outside the shop, a police officer was being assaulted. Without a second thought, and still draped in his barber's cape, Kyle dashed from his chair to help. In a moment of pure teamwork, the barber and the officer worked together to subdue the attacker until backup arrived. The officer sustained a broken finger and bruised ribs, but thanks to Kyle's quick action, the situation didn't escalate further. The assailant was later handed over to health professionals. Good Samaritan AIDS officer in Amarillo, Texas. On a typical summer day in Amarillo, Texas, a routine traffic stop took a dangerous turn. An Amarillo police officer found themselves in a struggle when the suspect resisted arrest. The situation escalated quickly as the suspect managed to fire the officer's gun, grazing the officer in the process. Just when things seemed to be spiraling out of control, a brave bystander stepped in. Without hesitation, the Good Samaritan rushed to help the officer, joining forces to subdue the suspect until backup arrived. Bystanders help cop free trapped driver. In Mesa, Arizona, a woman's life took a terrifying turn when a cement truck slammed into her vehicle, trapping her inside as it caught fire. Thick black smoke filled the air, and rush hour traffic backed up for miles. A motorcycle cop arrived and quickly assessed the situation, discovering the woman was still trapped. Good Samaritans immediately tried to break the windows and put out the flames, but the woman was stuck. As they worked, the truck shifted, and the woman fell back inside. Then, an off-duty firefighter on his way to work rushed forward. Without hesitation, he reached in, pulled her from the vehicle, and dragged her to safety. The truck was soon engulfed in flames, but the woman had been saved.
Okay, we got you. Anybody else in there?
The firefighter said his only focus was getting her out of the vehicle.
First thing on my mind and the only thing on my mind was getting her out of the vehicle, and once we got her out, was getting her away to a safe location.
The woman, still shaken, was grateful her kids weren't in the car. She was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover fully. High-speed chase ends in dramatic citizen takedown. A routine traffic stop took a dangerous turn when Officer Carter, a pregnant police officer, attempted to pull over a reckless driver on Highway 63. Instead of stopping, the suspect led her on a high-speed chase, swerving into oncoming traffic, ramming a patrol car, and even attempting to hit a bicyclist along the way. As officers deployed spike strips, the suspect lost control of his vehicle and crashed, but the danger wasn't over. Emerging from the wreck, he grabbed an iron rod, striking Officer Carter's patrol car before fleeing on foot. That's when a brave citizen stepped in.
Stop!
Witnessing the chaos, he stopped his truck, jumped out, and tackled the suspect. Despite the suspect's desperate attempts to climb into the truck and escape, the citizen held him down until backup arrived. Even with officers on the scene, the suspect continued to resist, kicking, shouting, and trying to bite. A taser was eventually used to subdue him, but his violent behavior didn't stop there. While being transported, he repeatedly kicked the police car doors in a failed attempt to break free. Homeless man helps the officer Officer Hardesty faced a tough situation while trying to arrest a man who had punched a store clerk and pulled a knife. Even after using her taser and mace, the suspect refused to give up. Seeing the situation spiral, Crater Turman knew he had to step in. She did everything she could. It was about to get ugly, he said. Without hesitation, Turman tackled the suspect, giving Hardesty the chance to handcuff him. The suspect, Donald Brown, now faces multiple charges, including attempted murder and armed robbery, with bail denied. Female police officer in trouble. On Friday, May 28, 2021, around 7 p.m., a female San Francisco police officer of Asian descent responded to reports of a man threatening people near Portsmouth Square. The suspect, 33-year-old Gerardo Contreras, allegedly vandalized rental scooters and shouted, "Chinese people don't belong here." When the officer approached and instructed him to turn around and place his hands on his head, Contreras initially complied. However, he suddenly attacked her, leading to a violent struggle where he pinned her to the ground. During the altercation, a bystander witnessed the officer struggling and immediately ran to assist, attempting to grab the assailant. Soon after, more bystanders arrived, collectively helping to subdue the attacker and rescue the officer from the assault, and they waited until the backup arrived. Inmate attacks deputy. In a dramatic incident at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, an inmate attempted to strangle a deputy from behind using a towel. Initially, one inmate rushed to help the deputy, but soon a group of inmates came together, overpowering the attacker and helping subdue him. The entire episode was captured on surveillance footage, showcasing the unexpected intervention of multiple inmates who turned against the attacker to assist law enforcement in a critical moment. Inmate helps jailer being attacked. Inmate TSH. Merritt asked to use the bathroom, but instead of waiting, he suddenly attacked the jailer, swinging at him before grabbing and slamming him to the ground. The jailer called for backup, struggling to fight back. Before reinforcements could arrive, another inmate sitting on a nearby bench made a surprising decision. He stepped in to help. Grabbing Merritt, he assisted the jailer in restraining him until help arrived. Officer trapped in icy. On February 18, 2022, in Shawnee, Wisconsin, Officer Jeff Whitner was patrolling the highway when disaster struck. As he was driving, a massive pileup of cars appeared ahead, and icy conditions made it impossible for him to slow down in time. Jeff's police cruiser was hit by other vehicles before he had a chance to stop. Trapped inside his vehicle, Jeff was thankfully unharmed, though stuck in the wreckage.
Hey, officer, are you okay?
A little sore, but I'm a little sore, but I gotta try and get a hold of my supervisor at least.
As time passed, a few bystanders approached to check on him. Despite being trapped, Jeff was determined to help and immediately tried to reach his supervisor. After about 6 minutes, Jeff freed himself from the car and quickly began assisting the other drivers involved in the crash. In total, 39 vehicles were involved in the pileup, and 10 people were injured. Jeff's quick actions in the aftermath helped ensure the safety of those around him. Brave truck driver. A 2-hour police chase from San Diego to Los Angeles ended when truck driver Ahmed Shaban took decisive action. Hearing of the high-speed pursuit involving a murder suspect, he positioned his big rig across the highway, creating an impassable roadblock. The suspect crashed into the truck, allowing police to arrest him immediately. Despite the dramatic moment, Shaban downplayed his role. "I just did what I thought was right," he said. Authorities praised his quick thinking, crediting him with preventing further danger. His bold move gained national attention, with many hailing him as a hero.
Whoa, no! Oh no! That's it. He crashed.
Tense standoff ends with arrest. On February 10th, 2022, in Maple Falls, Washington, neighbors called 911 about a man, Joel Burke Young, shooting a shotgun and making threats. Deputies arrived unaware of the danger ahead. Young, a 60-year-old man, was intoxicated and refused to cooperate, even threatening to shoot the officers if they called the police. As tensions escalated, Young shot at deputies, injuring 2 of them. Neighbors armed themselves and helped the wounded officers to safety.
You okay? I'm here. 7-4, welcome.
With more law enforcement arriving, Young's house was surrounded, and after a tense standoff, he was arrested. Both deputies were rushed to the hospital, but the situation was brought under control. Heroism can come from anyone, anywhere, from barbers to bystanders. These stories prove that courage is never in short supply. If you enjoyed these incredible rescues, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life hero moments. See you in the next one.